a few months before, God was calling me to go to Bible college and go study there and become an intern and serve the church. I was working my dream job in sales, and I was crushing it. I was doing so good. And so I went to God and said, no, I'm not gonna leave my dream job just so that I can serve the church and make no money. And so God started to change things in my life. Like, I started to find sales less enjoyable. My relationships at work started to change. My sales were going downhill. The more I became more money hungry, my sales actually went downhill. And things were going wrong. Like, my dad's dad, my grandfather, actually came down with cancer, and which was awful. And my brother was starting to become incredibly suicidal. And so, like, my entire life was like perfect, and then within a few months just went down and crashed. And I started to just recognize the things that mattered in my life actually really came down to God. And I decided, I was like, okay, Lord, I can't pay rent. I need to go see my parents and support my dad and support my brother. 2 weeks later, I move back to Invercargill to go study. And I recognized as soon as I get there was, unbeknownst to me, a whole lot of reading that needed to get done. And I had Erland's, which is this disease that you're kind of born with, or disorder. And so inside my eyes, there's like light receptors, and it goes down this tunnel, and mine was damaged and broken. So one eye receives and processes light faster than the other. And as a result, the world is quite shaky and blurry. So your mind can combat that, kind of like software changing everything, but it means that it uses a whole lot of brain power. So reading after 25 minutes to 30 minutes will put me to sleep. And I'm sitting there trying to read all these leadership books that need to get done so I can finish my studies. And I just remember one day, it was a Monday, I think it was my first week, just crying, because I'm like, I'm giving up my dream job. I just went through this awful few months of my life to sit there failing before I've even started, and just broken in tears and going, how can I can't do this. And we had a prayer meeting that evening, and everyone was around in a circle, and they were like, just pray for people. And I just was like, I kind of need my eyes healed, because I can't pass my internship unless God heals my eyes. And and then the young adult pastor puts his hand on me and prays. And I don't know what happens, but I just start crying, just absolutely broken in tears. And I was like, hand me a Bible. And they put a Bible in front of me, and it was like the first time I could see like clearly the words. I couldn't believe it. And so I just went like 2 weeks, and I just read the whole New Testament. I couldn't stop. I could read fire hydrants now, like the ones that's got like this right. It's like, pull this tab. Never read that before. All these little signs, like we would like go into the office and it had numbers to call. I could see those numbers now, like walking. The strangest one was looking at carpets. Carpets are quite, I don't think you get like the quite weird shapes, and there's lots of little, like the hairs make lots of textures and stuff. So it makes it quite shaky and blurry. I, for the first time, saw carpets not move, which was like unbelievable, to look at a carpet and not make it like shake or anything like that. I was like, man, I actually felt dizzy, because it felt so normal going forward from there. And I couldn't believe it. It was really such a strange moment. I was like against God, in complete rebellion against him. And he was still faithful to me, even though I'd like sworn off him, hated him, couldn't believe he would put me through such a difficult trial. And for him to show such faithfulness to me, and it's only at the time I didn't realize, it's like when you are going through such tough times, like the wisest thing to do is really just be honest with God and go, I can't do this, Lord, and you need to be my strength to get through this.
I hope that you experienced the love of Jesus as you watched this video. To see more life transformational stories, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, or explore our website at fantailstudios.com.